Welcome back to a new video. I'm bringing this one a little late because honestly, everything felt overwhelming from all directions. Once again, I found myself feeling like we didn't belong there, and of course, the obvious truth became clear. In the end, it was always just the two of them. At one point, Jimin seemed to notice that Jungkook wasn't looking at anyone else. His eyes were fixed only on him. They greeted everyone casually, laughing and chatting as they settled in. Some of them hadn't eaten yet, and the conversation naturally drifted toward food. Someone mentioned bungeopang and hariok, joking about how good they sounded. The mood was relaxed, warm, and familiar, like friends spending time together without any script. As they talked, they noticed something interesting. Real-time translation was happening almost instantly. At first, they wondered if someone behind the scenes was translating for them, but it turned out to be AI. They laughed in disbelief at how fast and accurate it was, expressing gratitude to translators and staff who usually work so hard behind the scenes. Then came the greetings. They exchanged New Year wishes in multiple languages: Korean, Japanese, Chinese, English, even Spanish, laughing at how early it still was, yet acknowledging how close the year's end had already become. The conversation continued effortlessly. Someone asked, "What do you call bungeopang in English?" They joked about it sounding like some kind of fish-shaped cake, laughing at how strange it might seem to others. Soon, a cake appeared, a strawberry chocolate cake, classic and timeless. They talked about how strawberry cakes never really go out of style, even joking that it felt a little healthy for a cake. Then came a small toast, not just for the end of the year, but for what lies ahead. For 2026, they said, because 2026 matters. Because it's coming. Something big is coming. And then a birthday. They sang, clapped, and laughed, wishing sincerely for good things ahead. The moment was loud, messy, genuine, the kind of chaos that only exists when people are truly comfortable with one another. The topic shifted again, this time to hair colors. They joked about how they used to hide their hair with strange colors, only to regret it later because it limited future styles. They laughed at how unnecessary it all seemed now. Someone mentioned how quickly photos get uploaded these days, how the moment something changes, it's already everywhere. They acknowledged that this is just how things are now. And through it all, there was no performance, no exaggeration, just conversation, laughter, teasing, and quiet understanding. Moments like these don't shout for attention, but they stay with you. Because sometimes, the most meaningful things happen when nothing is being forced at all. Back then, there was this idea that whenever something new appeared, especially hair, it had to be hidden. Like it was something you weren't supposed to show all at once. But honestly, we don't need that anymore. I don't even know what you're talking about. Are you teasing me right now? How far are you going to take this, anyway? I'm full. Honestly, I just turned on the live to talk nonsense for a bit. It's the end of the year, after all. Do you have any plans? You've been doing well, right? This year feels strange. It's the end of the year, but it doesn't feel that cold. The weather is so different. I feel freezing, though. When you turn on the boiler, it somehow feels even colder, and the temperature never seems to settle. My place is always warm. Your place is like 30 degrees. Mine stays around 27, so nobody ever comes over. Some people keep their homes at 24 or 25 degrees. I keep mine at 21. I just want to talk for a bit. These days, we don't even turn the heater on yet. But seriously, if it's already December and the heating still isn't on, something feels off. Earlier, during filming, I was literally shivering. It was so cold. But since everyone said it was the right temperature, I just endured it. Still, it was freezing. This is perfect for me. I didn't know. Take it off. Take it off quickly. Okay, cover me. Cover me. Wow, it's actually warm. Really warm. This feels nice. Are you sure you covered me properly? The left side feels warmer. I don't even know what I did earlier. Wait, were you like that the whole time? Do you still touch your body while sleeping? I mean, you know how it is. You move around without realizing it. At least now it's evolved into scratching instead of flailing around. It's scary sometimes. When the lights are off and I'm on my phone, my eyes don't adjust properly. I glance to the side and suddenly see something moving, like, what is that? Your body moves on its own. It's been so long since we talked about how we sleep. These days, how do you sleep? Normally, I guess. Well, you wouldn't know how you sleep anyway. You think it's normal. He used to move around a lot in his sleep, but lately he stays pretty still. Even on a narrow bed, he somehow manages to turn around completely. I don't even know how that's possible. The bed is so small that even I, someone who barely moves, sometimes almost fall off. You really need the bed frame. Without it, you definitely fall. Anyway, there really isn't much time left in the year. It's already coming, isn't it? 2026. Time feels so strange, sometimes too slow, sometimes too fast. I can't even believe that 2025 is already over. I hope next year will be better, even though time itself can feel exhausting. I just wish our company showed us a little more affection. I know they work hard, but sometimes I want to feel a bit more cared for, a bit more protected. Still, as a gift, Weverse gave us a trophy to celebrate 30 million users. That was pretty smooth. Weverse is actually good at things like this. 30 million followers, that's incredible. We reached 10 million in 2021, and now 30 million in 2025. That's massive growth. I still have the certificate they gave me for being active on Weverse. It's at home somewhere. Anyway, thank you so much to all 30 million people who joined. We really have grown steadily. That means we need to be careful with every word we say. Sometimes, Weverse feels kind of cute and cozy in its own way. It's funny, VLive feels like it was just yesterday. But kids these days don't even know what VLive is. That was almost 10 years ago. The world has changed so much. It's hard to keep up. In 10 years, we probably won't even need cameras for live broadcasts. Just turn it on with your mind. That's basically the Matrix. Technology is getting scary. Robots move almost like humans now. At some point, the goal becomes not having to work at all. But then what does humanity do? How do we live? Maybe it all comes down to how well we use technology, AR, AI, and everything else.